show. If you haven't seen it before, we take actors. These actors have memorized scripts like they would for any play they might see at the alley or at Stage's Theater. They memorize the script, they internalize it as they would any other role that they might perform, and then we invite an improviser to come up on stage who doesn't know anything about the play, much like you don't know anything about the play, because the death of American theater is all of our faults. So the lights come back up, magical lying hour. I hope you know, most esteemed Marquis, that the staff has done its utmost to render you comfortable here.
Where the staff has done downright poorly.
A canopy bed in lieu of a straw mat.
Indeed, but the canopy is... What is this, burlap? It's as rough as burlap.
An ample library full of the latest medical volumes as per your request.
That you did rather well at. I won't deny it.
A settee of yellow Utrecht velvet.
Who are you trying to impress here? I'm a Marquis.
And a portrait of your father painted in miniature upon an ivory horn.
Absolutely. A portrait of my father. And if you knew the damn things I was going to do to this portrait, you would understand why, while it still hangs here, I am uncomfortable.
And lest we forget a well-stocked supply of paper and enough quills to feather an ostrich.
Yes, but I don't plan on feathering an ostrich. Do I? Maybe I'll write one letter with this funny paper. Do you not have bleaching where you come from? What is this garbage? Some sort of rabbit? I
don't know. We're delighted that Sherrington so readily invokes your muse.
As am I. For my muse is not generally readily invoked, but when Sherrington does it, ho ho, I laugh spontaneously and genuinely.
That has not escaped our attention. Please, though I am Marquis, at your prolificity,
don't use words you don't know the meaning of.
I'm afraid I must put certain censures upon your quill.
You seek to censure me in my room with the burlap canopy and my father's gaze upon us.
From this day forward, I beseech you, for your own good as well as for mine, no more ribald tales.
Oh. You have unleashed within me the ribbliest. I shall write a tale including the very character of you, sir.
No!
That shall out-ribble the most ribbled tale that the Iliad ever did offer. This I swear to you on my ostrich mini plumage. Did I use a word that you don't understand?
Yes.
That is what education and good breeding gets you.
My interest was professional, sir, not prurient.
Professional. Any interest from someone such as you, be less tall, sir. Thank you. Any interest from someone such as you already defeats professionalism. Privacy would be professionalism, curiosity, and a low man, a plebeian.
Enough.
No, not enough, sir. I am enough, you are not. That is the very point I was making. Shall I give you a minute to commence your boo-hooing? If you will Plan to ululate, please go to another room.
To discern,
I'm gonna call you Stutterbee from now on.
the novel's tenor.
Yes, the novel's tenor. He's a goodly character, starts out with a strong moralistic sense of duty, but he is driven mad by the mercury in the tanning process.
It stirred in me a most pressing desire.
Because the madness has a dear symmetry to that of syphilis. And it brought out the carnality in you, the desire to bathe. I was going to say get syphilis. It's good to know one's audience.
It's offensive.
Bathing?
In every realm.
You surely are a low and common person.
A compendium of perversities.
Stutterbee, one day I shall wash and perfume you and you'll realize how wrong you are. And when I say one day I will wash and perfume you, I do not mean I will have one of my many, many servants do it. No, Stutterbee. I will take to you in whatever. A bath in hot water and alcohol that has soaked in lavender. And all of that I shall apply to your thick, leathery skin.
Do you expect me to believe that these atrocities actually occur?
They happen more often than I would dare say. And I promise this, it will happen to you. By my hand.
I work in a madhouse, and still, I've never seen such actions as you describe.
Oh, Stutterbee. Stutterbee, Stutterbee, Stutterbee. I could open your mind to wonders and horrors that you would never understand, even after having suffered them. Like teeth whitening. Yes.
But permit me for a moment, dear Marquis.
I don't think I can stop you.
To play the role of critic.
Indeed.
Morally, your tale has a smug tone. It condemns its principles while delighting in their misbehavior. It purports to advocate virtue by detailing vice.
Yes.
At best, a wobbly proposition.
Wobbly!
But in a world so often governed by man's fickle tastes,
Yes.
morality is our only bedrock.
Yes, but how can we see morality unless we indulge in immorality?
It is the golden standard by which we all are judged.
I choose a different standard. Let us sin as much as possible so that grace may abound.
Surely a man so oft afoul of the law is more cognizant of its boundaries than that.
Nay.
You risk offending more than man. You risk offending God.
Should God be offended, I invite him to come down and let me know. Until that day, I shall go about my business as I see fit, and I'll leave God to do the same, and my Father as well. Were that you were not here, Stutterbee. Were that you were not in this room.
Theologically, your story is utterly demeaning.
Theologically, the existence of humanity is utterly demeaning. A facade of free will, an all-powerful, all-knowing God creates a world knowing full well what man will do and then punishes him for it. Being all-knowing, he must have known. Being all-powerful, he could have changed it. Where then is our God's punishment coming from?
Canopy.
From Capri! Canopy? I speak theology and you bring up the canopy once more? Why, Stutterbee, how simple is your mind? How might I unlock it?
Born of the union between two last celibates.
As are we all.
His parents are more Dionysian than they are Catholic. They make a mockery of their chastity vows.
Indeed, in their corpulent copulence.
I am afraid that sacrilege comes as naturally to you in conversation as it does upon the page, Marquis.
It does, Stutterbee, and now you see me with a mystic's eye, not the skin, not the flesh, not even the finery of clothing, but the dark, goopy gap inside.
Men like your uncle may fail the Bible, but that hardly warrants dismissing its precepts.
My uncle was a better man by far than I, than my grandfather, than you, or my father.
How then should I value?
I'm not done. As you were, Stutterbee.
What then does it desire to be?
Not what to be, Stutterbee. Simply to be. What you are is all that you can be. There is no other self for you to be. You are yourself. You cannot be yourself. You simply are. That is what makes us rivals of God, who claims in his existence, I am. Well, I say unto God, I am as well. And this is how and what I am, and I will not apologize for it. I seek not to change you, Stutterbee, save for perhaps to perfume you with lavender.
Frankly?
Most frankly. You loathe me, Stutterbee. And I will not change that, lest you so desire to be changed.
It fails. Even as an exercise in craft.
That, Stutterbee, is the entire point. Fail. Fail, Stutterbee. Fail.
Note the tireless repetition of the word nibble.